Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so happy to see you as usual. I'm here in Bali on this beautiful Sunday afternoon and I was just laying in bed watching a show and it just came over me, do a video. And I was like, but I'm chilling though, can a girl chill? And it just came again, do a video. So I was like, cool, calm down, I'll get my things. So here I am and I want to show you like my surroundings, but I have the camera like on a stand and fixed right in the spot I want it to be. So I'll just take a video on my phone to show you the surroundings. So this is where I'm staying in Bali. It's a really nice little beach house. So right out there is the gate and the beach is literally like a 2-minute walk from here. I don't even think it's 2 minutes, more like a 1-minute walk. So I know so many of you are wondering, how do I get to Bali? It's the middle of a pandemic, how do I do it? Let me tell you, I will tell you everything I did to get here. The rules have changed slightly since I've been here, but it's fine. And as things progress and the rules change, I'll just edit down below in the description. So whenever you're watching this video, just check down below in the description to see if there are any updates or if anything has changed. So first of all, you need a visa at this point to get to Bali. And no, sorry, I heard a noise and I was like, what is that? So you need either a business visa or a KITAS currently to be in Bali. The KITAS is a lot more difficult to get. There's a lot more documentation and more money involved. So the best route would be through the business visa. Now I paid, I want to say £200 for my visa. And I want to just interject here and say that I've heard that there are companies out there being fraudulent and providing people with fraudulent visas. So you have to be careful and ensure that whatever company you're working with is a reputable company. I had a great experience with my visa company. So if you're interested in finding a reputable company, I use them myself and I'm here with no problems. I will leave some information below. It might just be an oh, that's a huge ant. The size of this ant, that ant is so huge. He's crawling on my camera. Sorry, I got distracted. If you want the information for the visa company I used, there's an email address below. Just send me an email and I'll send you a number or something. Oh, that ant is, it looks almost like a anime ant. Brown dog, I wonder if he bite. So you definitely need a visa. The visa process takes officially around 10 business days. I got mine in, I want to say 7, but you know, plan with the 10 business days in mind. They're very efficient, even though, here's the thing though, I was one of the first batch of people to get their visas in as soon as Bali opened. Now that so many more people know that Bali is open, it might take a longer time. So the time they give us 10 days, I would say give it a 15-day period, just to be safe. And here's the thing about trying to get over here now, there's so many moving parts, and if you're not careful and one aspect gets messed with, it messes up the whole process. So it's like you're trying to do a balancing act to get over here now. So yeah, the first step is the visa. Sorry if you hear a little background noise. I'm in a residential area. There are people driving in and out and talking with their families and stuff. So hopefully it's not too loud. But yeah, so you need the business visa, around £200, maybe like £205 it cost me. I got mine in 7 business days. And the next thing you will need to do is sign up with a quarantine hotel. When I was coming over, you had to quarantine in Jakarta and then fly over to Bali. And the quarantine was 7 nights, 8 days. The quarantine, in the middle of my quarantine, the quarantine restrictions changed to 5 business days. And like I saw it on the news, right? but no one at the quarantine facility said anything to me. So I was like, okay, well, maybe it's that it's changed for people coming in after this batch. So on the 5th day, they called me. They're like, okay, you can go now. Goodbye. I was like, go where? I am supposed to be here for 7 nights. My flight is literally the next day to go to Bali. I wasn't supposed to stay in Jakarta after that. So they're like, okay, you can go there. You can go now. 2 days before I was supposed to leave for Bali. And I'm like, go where? I'm in a random country and you want to kick me out in like an hour? No. So that was quite an ordeal. It wasn't terrible. Like eventually we figured it out and I just stayed an extra night and rebooked my flights to Bali. And then they refunded me for the rest of the... They have not refunded me yet. I need to go double check on that. But I did sign papers for them to refund me for the rest of the quarantine package that I did not use. But good news for you is the quarantine has been cut down to 5 days and you can now quarantine in Bali. So you do not have to quarantine in Jakarta. Though from the prices I've been seeing in Bali, it might be cheaper for you to quarantine in Jakarta. Just letting you know so you can investigate that. Now, you cannot quarantine at any facility. It has to be a government approved. I keep hearing noises above me, sorry. It has to be a government approved facility, and there's a list of approved quarantine hotels for both Jakarta and for Bali. I will make a list of those facilities on my website and I'll put a link in the description for you to check it out. How much did I spend for my quarantine? So I did my quarantine at Holiday Inn Jakarta. It was one of the more affordable packages on the quarantine list for the hotels. I paid, I want to say around 350 US for the 7 night 8 day package, which included breakfast, lunch and dinner every day and 5 pieces of laundry every day. Did it include anything else? And they gave you like 2 huge bottles of water, like really tall bottles of water daily, which is not bad because some countries out there, the quarantine package is thousands of dollars. So I was very happy with this price. I was very happy with 3 meals a day. Like, what can I complain about? But here's the thing. Let me put a warning in there for Americans and Caribbean people. The portion sizes. The portion sizes, like if you think European portion sizes are small, you have not seen these Asian portion sizes. So be prepared. The good thing is it's a hotel. Of course, there's a restaurant downstairs and you can obviously order room service if you want, which is what I did a few times. And I mean, for Holiday Inn Jakarta, like the prices were minuscule. I ordered maybe like an iced latte every day and it was maybe around £2. And I ordered like fries and like fries and sometimes some fried chicken or something, and it was maybe around £3, something like that. So it's nothing crazy. If you have to spend outside of the food allowances that you get in your package, it's nothing that's gonna break the bank at all. Okay, next thing is, at this point, you must be fully vaccinated to enter Indonesia, full stop, unless you have, I think it's a medical exemption or some sort of diplomatic exemption situation going on. Other than that, at this point, you must be fully vaccinated, meaning you have had 2 doses of the COVID vaccine. For those of you who are not interested in getting vaccines, perhaps that will change later on as the COVID situation improves worldwide. I don't foresee nations being able to hold up a mandate about excluding people who don't have vaccines for years and years and years to come. I do think it's a precaution that countries have to take in the immediate danger that we're in with COVID. So if you're itching to come to Bali, you're not vaccinated, maybe end of 2022, just keep checking, I would say. Next thing is, before you leave, you will have to have negative PCR test done, and it must be done within 72 hours of landing in Indonesia. So this is another one of those things where timing is of the essence. If it's off, you might be refused entry. If you don't have something right, you might be refused entry, or your PCR test might not be valid by the time you land in Indonesia, depending on where you're traveling from. So it's very important that you check the timings, double check the timings, to ensure that you get everything right. For instance, I took my PCR test at Heathrow, and there was an option to take it the day before and have it by 10 p.m. the next day, right? And I was gonna do that one because it was only £50. But then I'm like, ooh, but by the time I fly to Abu Dhabi 7 hours later and have a 3-hour layover there, and then fly from Abu Dhabi to Bali, which is like 8 hours and something, maybe 8 hours and 30 minutes, something like that, it might expire by then, depending. So I'm just like, you know what, or just be too close for comfort. So I decided that I was just going to do the more expensive PCR, which is a 3-hour express that costs £110 the next day, so that I'm sure that it's valid, so that if something happens in Abu Dhabi and I have to lay over even longer than I thought, you know, anything can happen. So just make sure that you plan for anything. Have your plan A, but make a second plan just in case something goes off and throws you off, because again, there's so many moving parts. I think that's the general those are the general requirements. Of course, there's smaller things under each of these headings that if you have a really good visa agent, they will guide you through. They will, especially when your visa is granted, they send you a whole package. They tell you what apps to download and what to get ready. Your EHAC, which is your electronic health alert card, which is required at the airport to enter Indonesia. So there are lots of smaller steps that a good visa agent can guide you through. I would also like to offer my assistance to anyone who wants to consult. As someone who literally, I got here 7 days ago. Is this 7 days ago? Well, I got to Bali 7 days ago. Before that, I was in quarantine in Jakarta, as I mentioned earlier. If you want some guidance, I will be happy to help you. I'll put a link down below. You can just schedule a quick half-an-hour call and we can go through all the fine details and make sure that you're on the right road and you know exactly how to get everything done. Other than that, it was pretty smooth sailing. I was a little anxious about this trip just because just solo travel to like the ends of the earth, to me, coming from the Caribbean, this is the ends of the earth, the total other side of the earth. I was a bit nervous if something happened, it was just me. What if I forgot something? What if I didn't know I needed something? But I clearly did enough research. Everything was in place. The airport was a bit confusing because of course they were speaking in their native language and I didn't know what the heck was happening. I'm like, oh, so this is how it feels when people come to my country and they don't speak English that well. That's the thing about travel. It really takes you out of a theoretic knowledge of things and really brings you into an experiential knowledge of things. And there is a huge difference between those two types of knowledge. So it was an interesting experience. I'm just happy that I'm here now. I feel at peace. I feel happy. I do my sunset beach walks. I do my meditation. I'm gonna be starting the gym next week once I get some braids because ladies, let me tell you something. It is hot as hell up in Indonesia. And I wanted to, I was gonna say schedule. I wanted to register for the gym as soon as I got here. Oh, is that for me? Thank you. You want to be my video? You want to say hi? Come and say hi.
Hi.
This is one of the lovely people who live right around here. She is so sweet. Look what she brought me, guys. I'm going to show you what she brought me. She brought me all these fruits. She's so sweet. Thank you, my friend.
You're welcome.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you have
Thank you.
So nice. Yeah.
A knife? Yeah, I think there's knives. Oh, I'll check upstairs then. Thank you so much. That's the thing about Bali. The people here are so sweet. So sweet. She just saw me sitting here recording my video and she brought me these fruits. If you are looking for a place that's just welcoming, not just the people, there's an energy here of peace and just flow. Like, I'm trying to translate it so it makes sense to you. Just connectedness and something that allows you to just go with the flow. If you're on a spiritual journey, if you just need a break, trust me, Bali is the place to be. It's hot as hell. Oh, that's what I was trying to say earlier. I was like, I'm about to get some braids in because, Lord, I thought a bob was gonna be good enough. Honey. I need braids. So yeah, if you have any questions about coming to Bali, don't be afraid to ask, and subscribe for more information about Bali. I'll be doing a lot more videos about my tours, about, you know, just life over here. And yeah, it's gonna be good. So subscribe and I'll see you guys in my next video. I got fruits to eat.